house like you, but you're
Bend over, I mean the blind bears. Acting like a tyrant.
That's why I wash my white. You can't for ground.
There's no person who wash white. I don't tell them.
You're getting too much. I'm telling you.
Ebuka, see what you have caused. Now you do this one, no. After telling them that it was just like 6 or 7 people that are carrying the show, they just said, hold my beer, I am going to give you guys content. So last night was pretty chaotic. Things were just happening left, right, and center. And for some, I was just like, where did this come from? How do we go from 100 to like 1 million? Some just felt forced and unnecessary, but I'm here to give you guys all the tea regardless. So welcome back to my channel, guys. If you are new here, please do subscribe, turn on your post notifications so that you can get notified each time I post a brand new video, and do not forget to give it a thumbs up. So let's begin with Angel and Ike's fight. Angel and Soma, they were in the locker room playing love, and then the next thing, Mercy came to them with the gist that Ike is boiling their chicken, and they were like, the energy just changed, and the energy that they used to move from the locker room to the kitchen, I just knew that okay, something is about to stop.
Yes, sir.
You don't deploy your chicken.
You don't need waiting.
At this point, Mercy and Ike, they were already arguing in the kitchen. In fact, that's where this fight even started from. So they were arguing. Mercy was trying to protect the chicken, and then Ike was saying that she wanted to eat from it. She had interest in it. That's why she was protecting it. And Mercy was saying that she didn't want to eat it. And they were now going back and forth. We're just hearing the voices in the background. Kayode decided to show us somebody sleeping instead of going to the kitchen to show us what was happening. So that argument was going on, and then Angel just went there to carry the chicken from the kitchen to the locker room. Ike was now saying that whenever she's ready, that she's going to bring it back, that the gas cooker is in the kitchen, so she's going to have to bring it back. Soma was trying to make light of the situation, but it was not even working at all. Ike was making some comments, and then Angel was now telling him, don't find my mouth, more like don't look for my trouble. And then this is where things now started getting heated up a little bit.
After you find my mouth, you don't blend them.
You don't blend them.
Yeah. That's what you do yesterday.
When you're ready to cook it, come. Oh, you can't cook. When you're ready for someone to cook for you, bring it. When you're ready for someone to cook for you, bring it.
She now went inside, and I thought that was the end of it. She went to collect her mic. Ike was now saying, you cannot even cook. And just say, meaning what? That she not find her mouth. I said, she not go out to make set they do for you. And then she now said that she told Ike to collect meat from the general pot, but he was saying that he wanted to collect from everywhere. Then she now mentioned that the difference between both of them is that he needs the money and she doesn't need the money. And if they get into any kind of situation, that more like he's the one that the thing is going to pay more. It was funny the way Tolani Bad reacted to that.
She don't even know how to cook. Want to come and tell me one thing?
You collect from general pot, say you eat from here, you eat from there. How? The difference between both of us is that you need the money, me I don't. So anything where you want to try, you feel push me, I feel push you back, I feel go home.
At this point, Ike was now saying that she's going to have to bring the chicken into the kitchen eventually. So Angel now decided to take it there and dare him to touch it. And the funny part of this particular scene for me is the way Cross and Ilebaye were just looking like, what's going on here? It was just hilarious. And to think that they're now together, like they've settled things, and the person that is now caught in the crossfire is Doyin. I'm going to talk about the whole Doyin Ilebaye situation later on in this video.
You cannot tell mama pour blood for you when she born, you touch her.
You don't need the money, you do something. Touch it. The money now, do something.
Touch it. Touch it now, Ike.
Let me finish blending.
Touch it. Acting like a tyrant. What's touching from please, oh? Make your can have small.
Then, my dear brothers and sisters, Kidwaya went outside with Ike to give him thumbs up for what he did, and then decided to now give him fuel to, be able to power up more. And then Ike now vowed that he's going to give it to Angel all night, that she's going to have to find earplugs. And I was like, okay, it's going to be a long night, but I am ready.
The more you show yourself, the more they're going to understand that they don't want that smoke. What I'm saying is I love your energy, I know what you're doing. You're letting them hook on you. Only Summer's going to stop this. One thing I noticed about Summer is he doesn't want to be in the middle. So I'm going to make him get in the middle. I would give Angel all night. She don't know saying me, I don't sleep in this house. All night I will give her.
Ike, what are you giving? I hope it's still the same thing that we are thinking. So at this point, Ike was now ready for round 2 of the fight. He now went back recharged. And this is where they now said the most. Ike said nobody likes her in the house except the guy that she's with. And she was like, why would she care about their likeness? That with their likeness, did they buy her her house? Did they buy her her car? And then Ike was now saying that she's not even the one that bought it, that a guy bought it for her. She now say, if you easy, do if you easy, bend down and do it yourself and get yourself a Benz if you easy. I say,
No one in this house like you, but you're nigga.
Who cares if anything?
Yeah, cool. I don't need the money. I don't need the money, but you're here.
Then buy the car.
You didn't even buy that shit. Let's be honest. A nigga bought that. You still pay for that shit.
Bend over, make them buy Benz.
So they now continued the back and forth, and Angel was like that she has been out of the house for 2 years and now her weight don't increase. And Ike was now saying that she has not achieved anything. She now told him that what has he achieved since he left the house, that aside being a blogger, what has he achieved? And then I wasn't really hearing a lot of the things that Ike was saying. That was what was paining me. And the parts where they talked about where Angel said called his head incomplete was very funny to me, because of when I watched where Flood was trying to cut Ike's hair, right? I wasn't able to capture that part because it was a very long fight, and at this point I had already stopped capturing what was going on. But
2 years don't pass the second issue my way.
Yeah, he's done nothing since. He's done nothing since.
Serious one, no? Show me your workings except being a blogger.
That's the only reason you even get some pressure. You're not pressure, bro. You think you pressure, you're not shit.
2 or 30 this years, I'm pressure.
Then Somana went to have a conversation with Ike. He was just saying that he didn't need to prolong the issue and that he gets to flip easily sometimes. Ike was now saying that he needs to be like that so that they will know not to disrespect him. Somana told him that going off on the ladies like that, or having this kind of back and forth with the ladies, is what to put you in that position to be disrespected. Ike was now saying that he went at it like that because the previous day he had a fight with Angel and he let it go, so he wanted to air his mind. So they were just talking, and I don't know how they now came to the part where the conclusion was that he should, try and apologize to Angel. So Ike now went into the room and was apologizing to Angel. He was saying that this is just a pile-up, that he's sorry that he went off on her like that, that he has other things that he's dealing with, other people that he's dealing with. So this is like, everything was just piling up, and that's why he went off like that. The babe just continued the knitting that she was doing. She didn't want to respond to him until he was now done. She now said, that's fine.
You feel like I've been acting out and I'm unfair, which I have been, doing it just to cause drama in the house, not for you. I really do hope that even if you can't forgive me or accept my apology, I want to just say it. It's a lot going on for me right now.
For me, after this kind of fight, no need for any apology, Jare. You guys went at each other, so maybe after some time people find a way to reconcile, right? So Soma also tendered an apology. And I was like, it's a serious something, though. So he was trying to get her out of the mood, which seemed impossible. It got to a point where he was not even singing for her. He formed a song for her.
Baby girl, what's your name? Let me talk to you. Let me give you some chicken.
It lasted for a really long time. It must have been so exhausting. Even when they turned off the lights, he was still there. And at the end of the day, they ended up sleeping on the same bed together. So I guess maybe by tomorrow, everything will be okay. I mean, by today, later today, everything will be okay. So let me share a short clip of where Pere and Doi were sharing meats from mouth to mouth. So first of all, it was Pere that wanted to give her the meat from his own mouth, but she took a large piece. So she now wanted to return it, and they now did the same thing. And that's when he now went for his own piece. I say her. Kissing no pass like this, so this one is kissing with meat. That is what I watched in that scene, right? Meanwhile, it looks like Sissy might get a punishment because last night she gave them food from that she cooked upstairs, and normally they're not supposed to take food from the head of house lounge to the people downstairs, and she did that yesterday. And why I feel like she might get a punishment is because of the way Kayode, the camera guy, was following her. He followed her from when she was upstairs and when she carried the food to them, almost like he needed to get evidence before people say no evidence. So I feel like maybe Big Brother will address it later, but kind of good. Let's just be watching. Then Ike and his BFFs, I don't understand the kind of relationship that they have. It has been chaos up there since the beginning of the week. This is the first time I'm seeing it like that. So last night, Sissy was saying that Ike almost poured her hot water, but she didn't say whether I don't think it was intentional, but she did not say. But she said that she's going to tell Big Brother.
He almost wants me to walk out of the studio. Are you serious? I'm serious. I'm going to report it. Don't ask me. He just came and said I'm behaving. I don't know. Like, I feel like tomorrow I'll see bonds on my house.
Then the plotters were plotting. First of all, they were talking about the black envelope, like possible places that Big Brother could keep it. That's when they are playing their head of house games, or when they are going on their search. And then they were now analyzing the game, people's strategies and all. PERE now talked about Alex. He said that she's playing a very smart game, that she has succeeded in not attaching herself to any group, and that they need to take her out. I was like, ha, hey.
Alex has been able to avoid attaching herself to any group. She's a free ranger. Alex is playing a very, very smart game. She's playing, I need to get her out of the game too. I'm worried about Alex now. I'm worried about her.
This thing is getting more serious by the day. Hey, it's okay. Let me just move on. So there was also a thing between Seyi and IKE, and this is a particular one that I did not really understand. So first of all, they were talking about a task that Big Brother gave them in their season, their Prepare Them season, and IKE was now saying that Big Brother should bring it back, that he's going to really show people shege, and some of them laughed about it.
That's the one event that has not happened again since.
That balloon went fraud and Jeff almost killed themselves inside.
And this guy, you know, I went boots.
Guy, Big Brother, I beg, bring that one back. If I go, ooh, the people are going to destroy them, bro.
So this was all a joke, right? And IKE was still pretty much excited at this point. The next thing, Seyi started gingering him that, does he think that that's the energy that they had in that gathering? That why would he do that? Why would he bring that energy there? And IKE was now even trying to explain himself. Seyi wasn't listening. He just kept going at him, gingering him that why would he do that? That, you know, what's all this nonsense? IKE now started apologizing, you know, and he was still gingering. I was in shock, like, what is going on here?
You think this energy was in this room, right? Why do you have to bring this here now?
I just felt it. I just want praying for it. I'm just praying for it. I'm calling it.
What the fuck was that for?
I'm sorry.
Take it back inside the house.
Okay, no, I don't want to. I don't want to. I'm sorry.
It's getting too much. I'm telling you for a fact.
I'm done. I'm sorry.
That one shocked me. IKE doesn't really know when the right time is for him to show himself. This was the perfect time for him to stand his ground, because they were literally coming for him unprovoked. Like, this was when he was supposed to say that, what's happened? But I guess he didn't want to get into another fight because of the previous one. And then there's something that happened earlier on that I said I'm going to clear, because I don't think a lot of people would have seen that. Earlier on, they were talking about IKE hiding chicken and the chicken going bad, right? Last night, he now cleared his name and said he was not the one that hid it, that it was Venita that hid it when she was angry, so she wanted to use it to punish him.
Plus one, that everything that has happened that is wrong exactly
Was you, and that's because of the you see.
Because now you're
I'll
not
hide
saying
things,
this,
but
and
not
I'm like, so this is
not
what
meat.
happened.
I'll hide everything, but not meat that was spoiled.
Because you almost things that you know like that, it's me that spread that.
I know you did, and when you were spreading it, I didn't want to say it, but I was like, you know what?
Because I didn't know better now.
So he was not the one that hid it, because I was also like using it to judge him, that you're hiding food in the head of house room, you're coming down to get meat and all of that. So he just put a disclaimer, or he just cleared the air that he was not the one that hid it. I said I'm going to share it with you guys. Meanwhile, another situation happened between Neo and Adekunle. Apparently, Neo put his clothes in the washing machine, and when they were done washing, Adekunle removed it and put it in a basket. Now, Neo came out, saw his clothes on the floor, and he started gingering.
I don't say you can't say you don't hear me. I know the chance or anything. Everything why I want now white, you can't for ground.
They were in that thingy and it was lying on the floor.
Bro, yeah,
No, the thing was white. On the floor.
Can you tell me?
So now, according to what they were saying and how I understood it, the basket that Adekunle put the clothes in was pushed to the ground, and some of the clothes got stained because they were not even completely dry at this point, right? So Adekunle was explaining that he's not the one that did that. We don't know who did that. Whether maybe somebody mistakenly did it, I don't know. But Adekunle was saying that he put it in the basket. He did not put it on the floor. But because they were stained, obviously Neo was not happy. And at this point, they had already removed Adekunle's own clothes from the washing machine, because Adekunle removed Neo's clothes to put his own. So they removed Adekunle's clothes from the washing machine as a form of payback. And Alex was the one that did that. I don't even know how she entered this equation, right? So Alex was the one that did that. Adekunle was now trying to tell Alex to explain to Neo that he didn't put his clothes on the floor. Alex now told him that Neo saw the clothes on the floor by himself. So I just caused wahala there.
What he's saying now is like put his clothes on the floor. Can you tell him that while everybody's here? Because you apparently are the one that passed the information.
I removed the clothes from the washing machine after he had carried his
So can you
clothes.
tell him where you saw the clothes?
He saw his clothes by himself.
No,
I
so
apologize
end
if
it there.
the clothes were actually not
Don't
like
say one body keep am.
And then for the Doyin and Ilebaye's gist, Doyin was saying that Angel told her that Ilebaye said something about her and Cross doing something, that's Doyin and Cross Doyin trying to do something with Cross. She did not really explain what it was, but she said she tried to have a conversation with Ilebaye about what she heard that Ilebaye said, and Ilebaye walked out of that conversation. So they are not talking right now, and Ilebaye is obviously in good terms with Cross. So this whole thing has just, it has just made her feel some type of way.
Stood up in the middle of the conversation and walked away. And she's telling me ahead. I asked Angel. I called her and I said, did you tell Angel something? She stood up. She became defensive automatically. Became disrespectful. Stood up in the middle of the conversation and walked away. And she's telling you that I did not. You know what? Let me just leave it. Watch the way people are with people. Don't just watch the way they are with you.
Wahala everywhere. Today, two people are friends. Tomorrow, they're not friends. Today, there's an alliance. Tomorrow, the alliance has scattered. This game, this particular house. It's okay. This is where I am going to end this video. Thanks for watching, and do not forget to give this video a thumbs up, and I'm going to see you on the next one. Bye. Love you.